before they air. Only on abc.com/daytime.
Nurse! Nurse, come in here.
Yes, doctor.
Her head, hold her head.
Yes.
She cracked it against the railing.
Can you get that pillow between your head and the railing, doctor? Okay, fine, thanks.
God, she's so strong. How can she be so strong? It's better. She seems to be relaxing. Watch the trach.
Yes, doctor.
The cut looks bad. You get some padding on those reels.
I will, but let me take care of that cut first.
I'm so sorry, Seneca.
Yeah, another convulsion. She had another convulsion.
I thought you had her in restraints.
Well, I made a mistake by having them taken off. Obviously, they have to be put back on again.
I'll take care of the restraints, Dr. Bullock. Don't worry.
Come on down to my office for a few minutes.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
This is Erica, your average complicated 30-something in therapy with a not-so-average therapist, Dr. Tom. His specialty,
Time travel therapy?
after 2 years, it's time for phase 2. Now she's running from the law, rescuing her family, and getting glimpses of her future.
Am I dead?
It's not always easy being Erica. All new Wednesdays at 11, only on SoapNet.
This week,
I'm gonna get rights to my son, Ryder.
now Jessica's alter ego makes big plans.
We're getting married,
You want your son, don't you?
And
I need to move on with my life.
so we can be together.
Star and James share an unforgettable night. Watch One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
You know how it is. You look in the mirror one day and you go, how am I gonna lose this weight? eDiet's meal delivery from eDiets.com. It's the easiest, smartest, most delicious way to eat great and finally lose the weight. I know you're thinking, eat great and lose weight? Really? Really.
You'll love the food. There's no MSG, no fake sugars.
The food tastes fantastic. It's awesome. Very delicious.
It tastes wonderful.
Call now or go to eDiets.com. Choose from over 100 fresh prepared meals, not dehydrated diet food, but really delicious food. eDiets will deliver your favorite meals and snacks in a chill fresh container.
All you have to do is relax, enjoy, and eat great, all the way to slim.
I lost 115 pounds.
65 pounds.
25 pounds. 94 pounds.
Along the way, eDiets.com gives you real support.
Terrific online tools, access to registered dietitians and trainers, and friends who care about your success.
They're there with you to hold your hand, and they really care.
Truthfully, I like everything about eDiets.
I've lost 30 pounds. All of a sudden, I find myself a changed person.
Hey, I made it to 50 pounds, and look at me now, I'm 60 pounds.
Millions of people have turned eDiets.com to lose the weight. Now it's your turn.
Call or go to eDiets.com and sign up for 7 full days of meals, 3 meals per day, fresh prepared just for you, plus snacks. So don't wait. Join eDiets. Eat great food and lose weight fast.
I believe that eDiets can change people's lives.
My husband will often say, "You're the hot wife." That's just boosted my confidence a lot.
eDiets has changed my life forever.
Call to find out how you can get 1 week of meals absolutely free. That's right. 1 week of fresh prepared food, 1 week of weight loss, 1 week of success, free.
Free? What are you waiting for? Call or go online to get started now.
Call 1-800-279-1604 or visit eDiets.com now.
Faith, can you hear me?
I'm gonna go for the oxygen now. But I want to make sure you understand. I don't want you to be frightened down here when I leave you all alone. Faith? Faith?
Yeah, I hear you.
Faith, you know, you can't blame all this on me. It would have been all right if you hadn't taken that second fall down the stairs.
No one's blaming you. Oh, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm hurt bad.
I mean, maybe it's just the effects from the gas.
No. Concussion.
No, you can't be sure.
Yeah, I have all the symptoms. I'm a doctor.
I'll get you the oxygen. That'll take care of it.
No. I'll get my father, or I die.
Die?
Yeah.
Faith, are you telling me the absolute truth?
Yeah. Believe me.
Could you die? Really?
Yes.
I'll talk to him.
Please.
I'll get him for you. Faith, I don't want you to die.
Yeah, hospital security. Yeah, this is Bob Reed. I'm up in neurology on the 6th floor. Yeah. Listen, I'm expecting a call from the police department. Right. Can you page me up here? That's right. That's right. It's extension 708. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be here. That's right. Okay, thank you very much. Kenneth Castle?
Yes?
Bob Reed.
Oh, you're from the police, aren't you? How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Well, if you excuse me right now, I've got to
before you take off, I'd like to ask you a couple more questions, if I could.
Well, normally I'd be very happy to, but I'm in a bit of a rush right now. I've got something to do.
Yes, well, this can't wait. This has got to come first.
I beg your pardon?
It's about Faith Coleridge.
Oh. Well, I'd be glad to help any way I could.
No objection to a couple questions?
Oh, no, but could you make it quick? I really have an important errand to do.
Yeah, okay. Let's get down to the basics here. Where do you live, Kenneth?
Oh, in a rooming house on 159th Street.
How long you live there?
Almost a year.
You say a rooming house. Does that mean you take your meals there?
No, breakfast and dinner. Mrs. Gordon isn't the greatest cook in the world, but then the meals are very inexpensive.
I see. How often on average do you take your meals there?
Almost every night.
What about your evenings?
Evenings?
Yeah, after you eat.
I don't know what you mean. I watch television mainly in the parlor with Mrs. Gordon. That's my landlady. Couldn't I come back some other time and talk to you?
After television, what do you do?
I don't know what you mean.
What do you do?
Well, I go to bed.
Tell me about that.
Well, what's there to tell? I cross the hall into my room, and I take my clothes off, and I go to sleep. Oh, I forgot. I brush my teeth.
That's very funny, Kenneth.
Well, I'm sorry. You're making me nervous.
Yeah, what do you have to be nervous about? You have something I don't want to find out, huh?
Oh, no. Why would I have anything I don't want you to find out?
I don't know. Why are you nervous?
Well, the police. Anybody'd be nervous.
All right. You do much partying, socializing?
No.
No? You got hobbies? You bowl? Anything like that? No. What do you do at night for entertainment?
I told you nothing. I watch television. I lead a very quiet life.
You got a girl, Castle?
But you mean... No.
No, I figured maybe you and one of the nurses age and you'd sneak off somewhere together.
No, what is all this? I told you, I don't have any girl.
Oh, I thought maybe you'd go off on visiting on a Saturday night, a Sunday night, something like that. You just stay home and watch the tube, right?
Well, sometimes I read.
Let me go over this. You say you're a real homebody. You leave the hospital. You go over to the rooming house. You have dinner. You sit around in the parlor afterwards. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
That's about it, right. If we go over there right now, there's somebody there who's probably going to back you up, right?
Well, sure.
Who?
Mrs. Gordon, for one.
Let's go see her.
No, really, Detective Reed, you're starting to impose. I told you I've got a very important errand to do.
I see your landlady probably won't back you up, huh?
No, that's not true. It's just that I'm busy right this minute.
I see. She'll say you've been in that parlor with her afterwards all night after having dinner, right?
Well, maybe not every night.
Uh-huh. How often?
Well, as a matter of fact, in the last couple of weeks, I haven't been there very much at all. But that's unusual.
Unusual how?
Well, I may not look it, Detective, but I've got this weight problem, and Mrs. Gordon's foods are so starchy, so I've been skipping dinner lately and begun taking walks by the river.
Hmm?
I've lost 9 pounds.
Did you ever walk with anybody? Huh? Did you ever see anybody out there walking in February?
Oh, lots of people, but that doesn't mean Excuse me, Miss Davis.
Yes.
Have you seen Dr. Coleridge around anywhere?
I believe he's still in conference with Dr. Bullock.
Oh, thank you.
What do you want to see Dr. Coleridge about, Kenneth? It's not about faith by any chance, is it?
Now, please,
Kenneth, I don't think you're telling me something.
I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about Faith Coleridge?
Now,
I don't know.
I ask you any more questions, I'm going to advise you of your rights, all right?
Rights? Why are you
Number one,
picking on me
you
like
have the
this?
right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
Huh? Number two, anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand?
Yes.
Number three, you have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the...
It hurts so. Oh, kiss it. Daddy. Make it go away. Daddy. Oh, my daddy. Daddy. Please don't let me die.
I'm sorry to inflict myself on you when I know how worried you must be about Faith.
I've discovered that worrying doesn't change the situation at all. The police are on it now, and Bob Reed's doing everything he can.
Bucky tells me that you think someone on the service might be responsible?
That's how it seems to add up. Who was that very striking lady I saw you take to the elevator earlier?
My mother came in from Quebec.
Oh, I wondered if that might be the case.
Ed, I want to take Nell off that machine.
I know. Clem told me about your request to him.
Well, then he must have told you what his response was.
He did. He was very frustrated because he admires you and Nell and cares about you both. But as a physician, he can't remove life support from a patient when that would mean death.
Ed, I want her to die. Nell's condition is irreversible. I mean, there's nothing that Clem or you or I can do for her. She has past medical help. She has lost any kind of life. Now, why in God's name must her body be tied down to a bed and strapped to some kind of machine?
Because her body's still alive, Doctor.
By whose definition, Roger? Not by hers. Whatever is going on down that hall in that room, that has nothing to do with Nell and the way Nell's life was lived. She was independent, she was free, she was her own person. If she knew what was happening, she'd beg me to end it.
But you began it, Doctor.
Roger.
I don't think I want to hear that from you, Dr. Coleridge.
It wasn't meant as criticism. It's true that I questioned the wisdom of surgery in the first place. But basically, you were right, Doctor. There was a chance, however slim, that you could pull her through it with minimal damage. But once that decision for surgery was made, I would have proceeded exactly as you did. And had she stopped breathing, under my care, before I saw an EEG, I would have done as you did and ordered life support. The point is that life is now being supported. And you can't take that away from her.
I'm not so sure of that, Doctor.
Dr. Bullock, I remember several rather strong statements that you made in defense of traditional medical ethics. And the medical ethic in this case is very clear. If you take Nell off the respirator at this point, you are deliberately ending a patient's life. And that is something that no doctor can do.
I'm afraid I have to agree with Roger.
No one understands motherhood better than the women of The View.
Being a mother requires a sense of humor.
Have you ever debated a 2-year-old?
I sometimes feel like the mother hen on the show.
It's the mother of all shows.
The View, weekdays only on ABC.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I want $1 million. I want a helicopter to take me to the airport. And when I get there, I want a fully fueled plane waiting. And if my demands aren't met, I eat one of the hostages.
Did he say eat?
Yeah, you heard me. Eat.
Psst. I think he's gonna eat Gary.
And it's gonna be delicious.
My bra straps have a big job to do.
You know what? I get these grooves right here.
So I need something, anything.
You remember these?
Oh, yeah.
Girl, I'm bringing them back. Check it out.
It's perfect.
Work it, girl.
Mama's like, oh.
Say hello to the comfort strap from Playtex 18-Hour. All-day comfort meets great fit and support.
The weight of the world is no longer on my shoulders.
It's like a built-in shock absorber. Playtex. Who knows you like we do? This is a girl's best friend.
But you can give me one of those, too.
After years of trying to fight their fate,
I'm not gonna let you go.
Brenda and Sonny vow to love each other for life.
Are we about to have a dog?
But this week on General Hospital,
I don't want anything to ruin our wedding.
they can't seem to escape
Nothing's gonna get in the way of our future together.
the enemies of their past.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Oh, my God.
I can't lose her! It's too hot!
I trust you enjoyed the fireworks.
General Hospital.
The medical definition of death is being questioned these days, as you both very well know. And if there's the slightest element of doubt, I intend to use it on Nell's behalf.
But there's no doubt about what constitutes murder, Doctor. And for your sake, you have to consider that.
Allowing my wife to die a natural, a simple, a dignified death is hardly murder, Doctor.
Dr. Bolak, please believe me when I say that you have both my sympathy and my concern. I wouldn't be in your shoes right now for anything in this world. Dad, I have to make a decision about surgery with that compressed cervical fracture, and I'd appreciate it if you look at the pictures for me.
Of course. Seneca, stay right here. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thanks.
I'd just love to know what you're thinking. It's clearly very devious. And don't try to deny it. I know you too well.
All right. It's a plot.
Terrific. Against who?
You.
Not so terrific. What kind of a plot?
Well, actually, you see, it's more of an invitation.
To do what?
To go away with me for a weekend.
Where?
New Orleans.
Oh, really?
You bet. Yeah. You get a chance to be intelligent and beautiful and present your paper on the visualization of the vasculature in early brain tumors induced by mice to the Academy.
As part of your presentation?
No, no, sirree. No. Research developed by you when you were technically on my staff.
Well, I'm flattered, I think. Well, you know perfectly well that I told Claude I'd present the paper here in June. He's counting on it as part of his program.
Now,
and I
look,
can't
hey,
just go
wait
back
a minute,
on
will
my
you? Now, you present your paper here, and who's going to hear it?
word. A lot of very interested radiologists.
Will you be serious? We are going to have the top neuroradiologists in the world in New Orleans. Oh, it's a good paper, and it deserves that kind of exposure.
You must really think it's pretty good if you're interested in sharing the credit.
No, 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 sharing anything. Your paper, your research. Now, I admit I'll be glad to know that all these people are going to be aware that we're moving forward on radiology. But the bottom line, Nell, is that politically, it's good for you.
What would I say to Claude?
No, Claude won't present any problems.
You've already talked to him.
Well, I did run into him in a building, and I told him that...
What did you say to him, Seneca? Exactly, word for word. Well, if you won't tell me, Claude will.
Now, will you calm down? I had no idea that you
So you just decided to go ahead and arrange things
I
for
thought
yourself.
you would love it. I thought you'd be delighted by the idea.
I might have, if you'd asked me first.
Nell, you are going to be on the program in New Orleans.
What?
The announcement is going to be made tomorrow.
Announced where?
The releases went out yesterday. The programs have already been printed, and you are talking at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
I can't believe you'd do a thing like this. Oh, and second thing. Yes, I can. Of course I can. That is arrogant and self-serving and absolutely degrading as far as me and my work is concerned. And don't you ever do a thing like that to me again.
Nell?
I mean it, Seneca. You are not to make my decisions for me. Do you understand?
Seneca, I'd like you to understand that Roger wasn't motivated by any personal feelings for you. He believes what he said.
I understand. But it really doesn't make any difference, Ed. I've come to a decision.
Yes?
Occasionally in the past, I've made a decision for Nell that was against her wishes. She resented, and I was stuck with it. But not this time.
What does that mean?
That I'm not going to allow Nell to remain in this condition.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet. Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has a status update on your favorite stars. On General Hospital, just before he hosts the Academy Awards, critically acclaimed actor James Franco returns to wreak havoc in Port Charles.
I'm a whack job, ask anyone.
Carrie Payton is now on staff at General Hospital as Dr. Terrell Jackson.
So it seems.
House hunter Suzanne Wang is Carol Chang, wedding planner.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And on One Life to Live, General Hospital's Ted King is moving to Landview.
Quick.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
It can creep up on you. Dry skin. That's why there's Lubriderm Daily Moisture. It contains the same nutrients naturally found in healthy skin. Skin absorbs it better, and it lasts for 24 hours. Later, Gator. Lubriderm, your moisture matched.
My Walgreens pharmacist recommends cold tablets and hot soup.
My Walgreens pharmacist recommends bubblegum flavor. And patience.
Mine recommends antacid tablets. And, only one taco.
Walgreens pharmacists also recommend you try Walgreens brand health and wellness products. They have the same active ingredients as other brands and cost less. Our pharmacist recommended Walgreens brand health and wellness products. There's an everyday way to well.
Before you use Monistat for a yeast infection, know this. The STD trick has very similar symptoms. The Vagisil screening kit tells you if you have a yeast infection or something more serious. So don't guess, test.
We have our own way of thinking. We think sustainability is nothing new. We think justice is older than any government. We think we can grow radishes on the moon. We think education is for the mind and the spirit. We think Indian.
Help tribal college students preserve their way of thinking.
On All My Children.
It's about Zach.
There was an explosion.
No, I don't want to hear it.
A broken heart turned deadly.
Gotta get her out of here to an OR. We don't stand a chance.
And as she recovers, she uncovers a murder.
Zach's crash might not have been an accident.
What?
Now she won't rest until she finds her husband's killer.
Stop trying to control her life. Stay away from her.
No matter where the clues lead.
Something is very wrong, Griffin.
I'm gonna need her to keep thinking of me as her friendly neighborhood minister.
All My Children.
to the future.
In the coming weeks on Being Erica,
Everybody keeps breaking the rules, and I'm the one that's paying the price.
Erica pushes the boundaries of therapy.
I want to add a regret to my list.
I can't. And everyone around her.
We don't go back to rewrite our lives.
Will face the consequences.
You are about to unleash just one night, a series of events
You have to face reality. I am not abandoning you.
that will destroy you.
Is it true?
I made a mistake, and I took care of it.
This isn't about you. This is my life.
Being Erica, all new tonight at 11, only on SoapNet.
Number 6, now that I have advised you of your rights, are you willing to answer questions without an attorney present?
Why are you doing this to me?
Yes
I
or
haven't
no?
Yes, but
All right, now I want some straight answers about where you've been eating, where you've been sleeping.
I told you.
I know all that. I want the truth now.
I've been going for walks, and then I've been going back to my room.
What about the television?
Well, I haven't felt like it lately. I've been upset. Besides, there's so much talk in there. It isn't any fun anymore.
So what do you do instead?
I slip into my room, and nobody sees me. So I don't have to get involved in any long conversations. And I lie in my bed and I read. Can I get a drink of water, please?
Kenneth, why are you sweating?
Well, you'd be sweating, too, if somebody thought you were mixed up in some abduction.
Yes, well, it's a good story, but we have information. You haven't been back to that rooming house for several weeks now.
Oh, please, please don't do this. Look, I understand how you have to make a careful investigation of the disappearance of Faith Coleridge, but I don't know anything about any abduction. I didn't know she'd been abducted.
All right, so I just want my questions answered. Is there anybody out there when you've been walking by that river at night who can corroborate your story?
Which night?
Any night in the last few weeks.
Well, I haven't been walking every night. Most of the time I've gone home.
Yeah. You know, I don't know what to make of you. You're either making up a lot of stories, or you're awfully confused.
Making up stories? Why would I make up stories? How could I have anything to do with Faith Coleridge's disappearance? I'd come here to this hospital at 8 o'clock every morning. Now, you can ask lots of people that. They see me. People may not remember that I've been walking along the river during dinner time, but if you ask them, you'll see.
All right.
Here in this hospital in the morning, I'm here.
That's the impression I get, okay?
And I'm here all day, and some of the evenings, too, because of the terrible tragedy about Dr. Bolak. But I've been cleaning up her lab. It's a favorite of the family.
I know. You put in long hours. I know that.
So how could I have anything to do with Faith Coleridge's disappearance? You see, I couldn't. I was the one who said to call the police. Would I do that if I'd been mixed up in it in any way?
I don't know. I'm not going to arrest you. You're going to go down with me to police quarters. Let's go.
What? Look, I've got a very important errand to run. Afterwards, I'll be very happy to come down to the police station and answer any questions you want.
All right, suppose I go along with you while you run that errand.
Now, look, I'll just be 1 minute with Dr. Coleridge, and then I'll come right back here.
Not without me, you won't.
6th floor neurology. Detective Robert Reed? Is there a Detective Robert Reed here?
Yes, that's me.
They said it's urgent.
Yeah, it's Reed here. Yeah. What? Oh, come on, you guys. Get a car over there. At least do... Oh, hello. Did you see where he went? Hospital security. Yeah, this is Reed. Listen, I'm up on the 6th floor.
Oh, too tight. Oh. Daddy, my hair's too tight, Daddy. Daddy, fix my hair. My head hurts.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.